Alright, good morning everybody. We are 1.8 miles away from our delivery. We've got a car hauler that parked next to us that couldn't back all the way up onto the over the curb because his trailer sits so low. Or no, it's a flatbed. I'm sorry, the car hauler's the next one over. But anyway, he can't back up as far as other trucks can. And then we got this hub group, so we're gonna be squeezing by the hub group and squeezing by the bumper of our neighbor next to us. And we squeeze our way out. It's like hub group knew that I needed that room to get out, so he stopped just short of my bumper so I could have that little bit of extra space. So that worked out for me. But we are 1.8 miles away from our delivery. So we're on our way there now. In fact, the broker just texted me because he texted me a little bit ago, at like 2:30, and a representative of the broker texted and said, "Are you good for this morning's 4 a.m. appointment?" And when I woke up at 3:10 or 3:15 or whatever it was, I told him yes. And then it looks like they just texted me and said, "So you're on site now?" I'm like, no. No. It's 3:45, and so they don't open until 4 o'clock, so I'm not going to get there half an hour early or an hour early. I was reading reviews, and they don't start receiving. Receiving doesn't open until 4 a.m., so being that I'm 1.8 miles away, I figured I'd just try and time it up so that I got there right at 4 a.m. That's kind of the goal. I gave myself 10 extra minutes, just in case I make a wrong turn or something, but didn't feel the need to get there 30 minutes early. But yeah, we'll make our way over there. We gotta just hop on Interstate 22 here for a mile and then hop right back off. And then we're there, man. We're there. So, all right. Catch up with you guys when we get over there. All the way over there. All right, we're coming up here. I see, looks like XPO backing into a dock right now. Let me see where the best place for me to go is. I'm not sure. But man, wonder where I can get out of the road but not be in anyone's way. I think I'm gonna pull just into the middle of the road right here and put my flashers on. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Probably not what they want you to do, but it's probably what I'm gonna do. So lo and behold, I actually did take a wrong turn somewhere. When I was getting off the freeway there, it was a little bit confusing, so took myself a wrong turn. It's kind of funny, it's like I jinxed myself. Alright, I'm gonna run in there and check in. Alright, I went inside and checked in, and they wanted me to get in one of the middle docks right there, and I just told them it's gonna be pretty tough. There's a long hood truck, there's a 389, and then there's 2 open docks next to them, but the fence is in front of them, and I just thought, I don't even want to mess with that. Like, that's just gonna be so difficult. So I just told her, I saw, there's a truck that's already empty and they just moved the ramp. Can I just wait for him to move? And she said, yeah, you can just wait for him. It's gonna be a few minutes though for us to get his paperwork to him. I said, that's fine. I don't mind. That's fine. I'd rather get a dock that comes in off of the driveway, directly off the driveway, because it'll give me extra room, you know. So I'm just gonna hang out here and wait. Lights, camera, action, and then we'll get in the dock and we'll get unloaded. Then we got a 1 p.m. pickup today, so kind of a lame setup. 1 p.m. and it's like 75 miles away, but there's no interstate that goes over there, so we're gonna take some back highways and stuff, and so it's gonna end up taking us like 2 hours to go 75 miles or something like that. So anyway, but we'll figure it out. That we'll talk about all that later, because that's when that's gonna happen. But that's the plan today. We gotta go pick up, and we're going right back up to the Chicago area. So yeah. All right. Let's see how long this takes. All right, we got it in a dock. We got it in here at like 4:40 or something like that. They started unloading me right away, so now it's about 5:30, and I think he's almost done unloading me. So shouldn't take too much longer now. But I was sitting here, and I realized I don't think that I did like a weekly recap last week. I had intended to, because basically this load, even though it's delivering on Monday morning, all of the miles were done last week. So I was going to break down all the numbers last week, but that video got really long really fast. My last few videos have gotten really long really fast, but yeah, I was thinking about trying to break them up, and then I just said, forget it, I'll just cut some stuff out of it. I got them under 40 minutes, so I felt like, okay, that's fine, whatever. But they were long, so thank you guys if you guys watched all the way through those. If you didn't, no hard feelings, man. That's a long video to try and get through. So I am gonna break down the numbers right now, though, for last week, which includes this load that we're delivering right now on Monday morning. And so we started out in Nashville. So we deadheaded up to Nashville from the house. We grabbed a load from Nashville, went to Charleroi, Pennsylvania, just south of Pittsburgh. Delivered in Charleroi at 4th Street Foods. Drove 4 miles away to their other facility, 4th Street Barbecue. Picked up there, and then headed west over to Joliet. Delivered to Joliet. Picked up. So my first 2 loads, I literally had 4.5 miles of deadhead for my first 3 loads, right? Because, I mean, I guess whatever. Between those 2 loads, there's 4.5 miles of deadhead, because it was just in Charleroi. Because in Joliet, we picked up at the same location we delivered to. So, pretty awesome on, in Pennsylvania to only have 4.5 miles, and then in Illinois to only have, 0 miles. It was the same facility. That helps the profitability a lot. So we didn't do a lot of deadheading around. I did deadhead from the house to Nashville, which is like 40 miles, but 45 miles. But still, we're about 50 miles of deadhead, and by the time I got that load off, it was like, Wednesday already? So anyway, then I booked this load that picked up on Friday, and so I squeezed in a couple local runs, just one from that load from Joliet that I reloaded, and I took it up to Kenosha, Wisconsin, delivered to Kenosha, went up to Cudahy, just south of Milwaukee. So I mean, really, Milwaukee and Chicago are super close to each other. I mean, it's really not. It's all kind of just local runs right there. So then I grabbed another load out of Wisconsin, out of Cudahy, 3 pallets, brought it down to another suburb of Chicago. I forget what it even was right now. Elk Grove Village. And then from there, picked up this load in Aurora. And then from Aurora, came down here. And went to the football game with Myles on Saturday. Hung out with him all day Saturday. Had a blast. It was fun. I'll talk about that later. But anyway, so then we delivered, we were 1.8 miles away from the delivery when we were at the pilot. So all that to say, we did a total of 2,068 miles for all miles from the house until we're sitting here in this dock right now. And we grossed 6,550. So we're low on the gross. I know. It's just kind of the way it worked out. Me and Myles had this planned, this weekend planned for months, really. As soon as the schedule came out, we circled this game, that this is the game that I was going to come to. So I needed to find a way to get down here, so that was what the focus was on. But from a per mile standpoint, we did $3.16 per mile. So not bad. I'd like if we're gonna do, $3.16, I'd like to be on like 2,500 miles. Then it would feel a little better, because that would mean the revenue's up, quite a bit higher too. So yeah, you want to. I like the rate per mile to know, because your fuel cost is directly correlated to how many miles you do. I do like to know my rate per mile, but really that revenue number, it needs to hit. I mean, I like it to be over 7 at least, and I like it to be 8 or 9. If you can get double digits, which I haven't had a double digit week in a long time. So anyway, so that's the weekly breakdown of the numbers. We're gonna finish getting unloaded here, and then we got a deadhead about 75 miles, and then but we got all day to do that. Hopefully they'll load me early over there. I'll have to read some reviews right now and see if they'll take me early, and maybe I can get loaded early and kind of get started up headed north. But even if I can't, the load doesn't deliver up to Illinois until tomorrow night at like midnight, like 11:30 at night, something like that. So I've got all day tomorrow to drive, and we drove from there down here in one shift last Friday, so I know it can be all done all in one shift. So even if we get hung up at the shipper for hours, we'll figure it out. We'll get it taken care of. But anyway, all right, catch up with you guys once we get out of here. All right, we're taking off from over here, and I just realized I may have made a mistake. We'll have to wait and see, but I was sent the rate confirmation for my load today while I was driving. And so I saw the email come through, I saw the attachment, I opened up the attachment just to make sure it looked good, everything looked good. I kept on driving. I opened it up right now to open up the attachment again to see the rate confirmation and to put myself, make sure I have the address correct and all that stuff. And I realized there's a link to accept the load, accept the tender in the email, and I never clicked on that link to accept. I would think that the guy who was booking the load with me would have called me and said, "Hey man, you didn't accept it," or whatever. But you would think a lot of things. There's a lot of assumptions made all the time that aren't necessarily the way things always work out, So I'm gonna have to call this company and see if they have anyone working this early. It's 6 o'clock in the morning, so we'll just kind of have to see, man. We'll just kind of have to see what's going on, see if I messed it up, or if they just didn't really need me to accept it last week when I booked it. Because I booked this load, I think I booked it on Friday. I think on Friday I was just looking for a load and I found this one, so I just booked it. So you'd think that, if they really needed that link to be clicked, that they would have called me and said, "Hey man, you haven't clicked that link." But we'll see. I'll fill you guys in once I make that phone call. All right, right, I came back over here to the pilot. Figured I'd top off my my fuel tanks, and it is a freezer load, a frozen load that I'm picking up this afternoon. So I figured I might as well make sure my reefer is topped off. And then I'm like, well, if I'm gonna put fuel in my reefer, I might as well just top off the truck. And if I'm gonna top off the fuel in the truck, I might as well top off the def in the truck. So all in all, it was just over $400. So wasn't like a full fill up or anything. It was about half the cost that it normally is, or less. I just normally probably fuel up when I'm at like 3/8 of a tank, and this time I was up near 5/8 of a tank, maybe even 3/4 of fuel. So anyway, I called the broker, and they said no, you're on the load, you're good. And I said, oh, okay, well, I haven't been called. I didn't get like any type of confirmation on Friday, and I was kind of, before I started heading that direction, I just wanted to verify that, you know, me not clicking that link didn't mess anything up. And she said, no, you're on it, you're good. She goes, but we don't have any driver information, so if you can give me the driver information, I can get you dispatched. I said, well, here you go, I'm the driver, here's my phone number. And she got me dispatched, sent me the macro point link. This load is going to be tracked on macro point. And yeah, now I'm headed down to now I gotta try and get out of this this truck stop and start heading on my way down to Oakland, Mississippi. Oakland. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and while we roll through Oxford right now, I'll go ahead and show you guys some footage from Saturday. Me and Myles went to the Ole Miss Auburn game, and it was right here in Oxford. And there was a lightning delay at the end, so it kind of messed some things up. But we ended up coming over here, actually, just right here at this exit. If I got off here and turned left, there's a restaurant on the right-hand side called Lamar Yard. And we went and watched the Alabama-Tennessee game on that at that restaurant out in the backyard in the patio, on the patio, and it was pretty fun. Pretty fun. If you guys didn't catch that, Tennessee beat Alabama on the last-second field goal. It was pretty awesome. So anyway, had a really good Saturday spent with my oldest son. So I'll put that footage in right here. There he is. Look at him. He's so excited that he had to wake up at like 6 a.m. to come pick up his good old dad. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. Folsom Prison.
So we know Coach Kiffin's got a team of all-stars built in that locker room right now, but we got a pretty amazing team ourselves in Special Operations Command. Leading it in right here is our assistant team leader, Mr. Chris Nucci, and he's carrying the most beautiful banner that you've ever seen, the Stars and Stripes of the United States of America. And I can't think of a better look and feel than the quad painted up with the Stars and Stripes for us to bring it into. If you check us out on social media, you'll be able to see the helmet cam footage that he's wearing right now, and you'll get to fly in the lawn just like he is. It doesn't you enough for letting us come and represent, but more importantly, we can't thank you enough for your support for all of our men and women around the world defending freedom. If you want to learn more about SOCOM, you can check us out at SOCOM.mil, or you can hear never before heard stories on our official podcast called Softcast. Hotty toddy, God bless you, and most importantly, God bless the United States of America.
Get in! He's in! Touchdown!
Jonathan Cruz for the extra point.
All right, so halfway through the fourth quarter, there was a lightning delay, so me and Myles decided to take off, and we went over here to this restaurant to watch Alabama, Tennessee, and man, this was an exciting game, just a crazy game, and it was fun to watch it with a bunch of people who were rooting against Alabama. Everyone was rooting for Tennessee. It was an amazing finish. There you see how they got into field goal range and then the field goal.
There's so much pressure on them.
Oh my God! Come on! We have it! We got it!
No, let it get you. Game over.
Come on!
All right, I got over here just to Oakland, Mississippi. We're probably like, I don't even know how many miles, maybe like 3 miles, 4 miles away from our pickup point. So we're here pretty much. It's 8 a.m. I saw some reviews where people got there like a couple hours early and were able to, but from all the reviews, it looks like it may take a while to get loaded today, and showing up early doesn't help. And actually, I saw one review where they had to, like, you know, they didn't let them on the premises until an hour before their appointment. So I'll probably hang out here until noon or 11 o'clock at least. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to look for loads for Wednesday. I'm taking this load up to Chicago, or up to that area, University Park. And then, so I'm going to look for loads coming out of Chicago and try and find one that maybe gets me home on the weekend. I've been out already for 8 days. Today is day 8. So I'd like to get home at the end of this next week. So I'm going up to Chicago, and then I can hop maybe over to Ohio and down, or over to Michigan and down, or over to Wisconsin and then down. I don't know. We'll see. But so I'm gonna look for loads. You guys just hold tight, hang tight. How fun was that stadium and that game? And how about that dude taking off his shirt and that celebration of the oh man, of the field goal going through for Tennessee? So that was a fun weekend, man. Fun weekend. I'm glad I did it. I miss you know, my wife and my other children, but I was able to spend some time with Myles and had a really good time with them. So all in all, good day, good weekend. And yeah, now we gotta just find a load to get me home so I can get home and see all the rest of the family, man. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. Catch up with you guys in a little bit. All right, I just went inside and got myself some food. Got some chicken wings, some red beans and rice. Oh my gosh, I wish I could have just got like a triple, quadruple order of the red beans and rice, because that was bomb. That was so good. I got kind of small helpings because it's not the healthiest stuff. The red beans and rice, and a little, it was like mac and cheese with hamburger in it. It was like Hamburger Helper, but like not from a box, like, you know, from made in the back, like real food. But anyway. So those were really good, but they were really small portions. But anyways, it's about that time for us to hit the road and go down there. It's almost noon, or a little afternoon. We got a 1:30 appointment. I'm gonna go down there and I'm gonna try and check in around 12:15, 12:30. We're literally around the corner. It's like 3 minutes away. I've just been hanging out over here, looking for loads. Still haven't found one. I've called on like 3 or 4 loads, and then I've emailed on a couple, and the rates, they just don't want to pay what I want to make. And the loads that seem to have decent money on them, they go to areas that I don't want to go to. So it's that same song and dance. But I'm gonna be in Chicago. I'm not really worried about freight coming out of Chicago. I can wait until the day of and find something if I need to. So well, I'll just hold out for something that works for me. But yeah, so let's go over there and get checked in and try and get loaded up. Let's go. Well, this is kind of funny. I'm right outside the right outside the facility I'm trying to go to, and okay, that didn't take that long. It was like 3-4 minutes. I just thought it was pretty funny. It's like somehow that's a big drop off. Okay, I don't know if I'm supposed to check in here or what. There's no arm here. There's people in there. Let me go see if I need to check in. Hold on. All right. Well, there's some kind of issue with my pickup number, and so she said you go ahead and just go on back there. By the time you get back there, we should have it figured out, and we'll be able to tell you what door to go to. So just go back there and check in with the shipping office. I'm like, all right. Sounds to me like we might have had a problem. Houston, we might have a problem. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what that's all about. She said go around and go to the the shipping office by door 3. These doors are 15 and 14. Yeah, hopefully, like I was saying earlier, hopefully I didn't screw the pooch a little bit on this one and mess up the load by not clicking on that stinking accept load link that I didn't click on. You know? So anyway, I'll get over here and check it out. I'll let you guys know what happens. All right, we got it worked out. I went in there. She said, yeah, back into door 4, keep the doors closed. So we did that. Someone in there has got jokes though. They got jokes in the bathroom. They got jokes. What you don't see is on the outside of the bathroom door, it says, "This is a bathroom, not a shower." That is pretty much needed at all pickup, all warehouse facilities. It's needed the reminder that this this is not a shower, man. I've even seen guys at truck stops where they have showers, taking a shower in the sink, and it's like, come on, man. There won't be a wait for the showers. It's just they don't want to take a shower. They just want to take one in the little bird bath in the sink. It's kind of weird, but anyway, someone in there's got jokes. I think it's funny. So we'll see how long this takes. Hopefully not too long, and we'll get ourselves loaded up and get on our way trucking. All right, we got out of there. It took a little while. Who am I kidding? It took a long while. It was, let's see, it's 3:50 now. So, yeah, man, took us a little bit. Let these guys go, and this guy is cool. He knows what he's doing with trucks. Thank you, my friend. All right. Yeah, so it took a little while. To get loaded up, but we are rocking and we are rolling now, and it just kind of depends on what I want to do. If I want to take a sleeper berth split, I mean, I took a couple different 3 and 4 hour breaks right now, so my 14, if I do a sleeper berth split, then I don't have to worry about the 14 rule. But if I'm gonna obey by the 14-hour rule, if I'm not gonna do a sleeper berth split, if I'm just gonna take 10 off, then I need to find somewhere to park by just before 6 p.m. about 5:45, because that's what time I started. I started at 3:45 this morning, so you can't do more than 14 hours in a day unless you're doing a sleeper berth split, and it can pause the 14. So anyway, yeah, I'll probably just find somewhere to park, I guess, after just a couple hours of driving, because this load doesn't deliver until 11:30 tomorrow night. So I got all day tomorrow to make the drive. I don't think there's any reason for me to kind of push it, force myself to do it. So I'll just hop on 55, Interstate 55, headed north, and hopefully we don't get too much traffic over there in Memphis. But yeah, I'll catch up with you guys down the road. Let's go. All right, and we just made it up here to I don't know if it's Caruthersville or Haiti, Missouri, but we made it up into Missouri. So we didn't leave very much. I mean, we didn't get very far today. We left most of our driving to do tomorrow, but like I said, we got an 11:30 p.m. appointment tomorrow, so we've got a really long time to get ourselves up to Chicago, to University Park, Illinois. So yeah, made it here, and shoot, it's almost time to wrap this thing up. All right, we'll cut the video off here. So I looked it up. We did 175 miles today, 172 or something like that. And then, sorry, it's kind of windy. So we did 170 something miles, and then we did, we left ourselves just over 400 miles to do tomorrow. So that's the plan. We got tomorrow, 400 miles, and we're gonna have like, I don't know how many hours to do it. We still don't have a load, so I'm gonna wake up in the morning. I'm just gonna look for a load. Gonna be looking to book something for Wednesday, and yeah, that's the plan right now. That is the plan. So we'll wrap this video up, and we'll get this. We got this week started today, and we'll just keep plugging away until we know what the heck we're doing in this world. All right, love you guys. Peace out. See you on the next one.